Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. And in this session, we'll see how to import data from Excel sheet, import data from Excel sheet. We'll see how to generate reports using wizard, and we'll see how to export our report into different format in different formats, right? So let's start with the first point. We'll learn how to import data from Excel sheet in Microsoft Access. So let's move to Microsoft Access. So in Microsoft Access, I'll open my existing database. So guys, hope you see my Microsoft screen, Microsoft Access screen. So in this, I have one table and I have one form. So I have some data in an Excel sheet and I would like to import that data into Access. So how I will do that? I'll click on external data. I click on external data and I have an option to export it. Now, if I have to import it, how do I import my data into this? So I click on new data source here and I have an option to import from a file, import from existing database, import from any online services, or import from any other source. So we are going with the simplest way to import data from our Excel sheet. So I'll click on from file, and from file I'll click on Microsoft Excel. Now it will prompt me to specify the source. I have to browse my Excel sheet where it is located in my system. So I click on browse. Now I see this window, so I have downloaded an Excel sheet and which is right here. So I'll select my Excel sheet which I have downloaded, and I click on open. Now I have these options. It says import the source data into a new table. So if you want to import to a new table, it will create a new table in your database. Or if you have an existing table in your database where you want to import, you can do that also. But we should have that number of columns available in the table. So what I will be doing it, I will be creating a fresh table. So I'll click OK. Now it's processing. Now you see I have two worksheets in the Excel. One is assignment question and second is Titanic data. So I'll click on Titanic data and I'll see my data here. So it's a sample of my data. I click next. Now it is prompting me, to first row, use first row as a heading for the columns. So I'll select this and I'll let access to use the first row as a column heading. Now I click next. Next. Now it asking me for a primary key. So there is no primary key defined here. So let access add a primary key. So I'm asking access to add a primary key in my table. That is ID. That is the default primary key created by Microsoft Access. Or I can choose key from the available columns there in the Excel sheet. So I cannot choose any. Why? Because we have to meet all the properties of primary key. As we know, primary key must be unique and primary key should have some value. So primary key cannot be null. So I will not choose this. I'll go with the access primary key, the default primary key, and click. If you are sure about your data, then you can choose any column that is available in your Excel sheet. So I'm not choosing it. I'm choosing only the default primary key. Now I click next. Now it is asking for the name of the table. So I'm giving the default name as a Titanic data. That is the name of the sheet I have in the Excel. Or you can give a new name if you want. Now I click finish. Now it's saying, do you want to save these steps? This will allow you to quickly repeat the operation without the wizard. If you want to stop seeing these screens again and again, you can save these steps, and next time you will import your data directly without going through all the steps. So I'm not going to save these steps. I'll close it. Now you see I have my table appeared here, Titanic data. When I double click on it, I'll see all my data here. So it's very easy. You can easily import your data from your Excel sheet into Microsoft Access. I hope guys you remember these steps. You're remembering these steps, and it's very easy. Now we'll move to generate a report out of these sheets, or about the out of these data. So how to create reports? Now we'll move to a reporting part. I'll go to home tab, right? So I will be creating reports from my Titanic data. So I select my table Titanic data. Let me save it first. Yes, it's saved. And now I'll go to create tab. In a create tab, you see a report wizard option here. There are other options, but I will go with the report wizard. Report wizard will help you to go step by step, right? You will see all the interfaces, and it will guide you how to generate report. So I'll select report wizard. Now I see my table in the drop down. So I see all the tables, but I'm choosing Titanic data. Now these are the available fields I have in that table. So I can choose some fields, or I can select all the fields I want to see in the report. But let's say I want to see the passenger number, name, passenger number, and name of the passenger, and survived, who survived. So I will see the name of the passenger who survived, right? Now click next. So this is my report. So it show me passenger number, name, and survived. I see my data here. Sorry, my column name here. I say, do you want to add to any grouping levels? If you want to add to a particular, grouping structure, so you can create a grouping. But I'm not going with any grouping. I'm clicking next. Here you can sort your columns in ascending or descending order. I'm not doing that. I'll click next. Now you have option for tabular or a columnar or a justified layout for your report. And this is the orientation. So I'll go with a tabular and I'll choose landscape. I click next. It will preview the report. So let me click on finish. Let's wait. Right. So my report is right here. Now I can see in my report, I have a passenger number, I have a name, and I have the survived. 0 means not survived, 1 means they survived. So I can see my report here. I can zoom in, zoom out, right? So I can close and print, close print preview. I can close it. Easy guys. Now I have my report ready here. Now what I'll do here, I will go ahead and you see here my report is appeared here in the report category. Now I will do and export my report in a specific format so that I can share it with my manager or with my officer. So I'll go to external data. I'll select my report and I export to Excel sheet, or I can export to a PDF. Let me do a PDF. So I'm creating a PDF. So I click on desktop and I'm creating a PDF here. So first you have to select your report. Then you have to click on export. Yes, so it's exported. So it's again asking me to save the point. Low. See this report, guys. See, this report is in the PDF format. You have all the columns here. I have exported 3 columns in the report: passenger number, name, and the survived. And by default, it add the page number and the date. All right. So we have our report ready. And I hope guys now you find it easy to how to create report and how to extract data from the report into a different format, and you learn how to import your existing data of Excel sheet in Microsoft Access, right? Please feel free to ask the questions, and if you find any difficulty while following any steps in this session, please raise your concern, type me in the comment box, or you can mail me. Till then, please take care. Have a nice day.